So I'm wondering, we have already played the finals, by the way, and we are actually getting started right now. 15 seconds. Finally, we're going. I'm very interested to see how the two teams are going because I forgot to mention this, but inside these two islands there's also water. Some teams like to use that for offense, others completely block it out because they rather not play with it, because those are the only sources in the game. And here we go.
Of course, water also very useful if a team's dropping down from sky bridges for water drops. You didn't see that in spaceship battles because the entire map is usually watered. But water drops, very important. LunGGlove and VH going straight for the middle of the map, trying to make a quick bridge off to the side islands.
Oh my god. Jar just killed himself there, going way overboard with that block.
VH making it over to one island while they're pushing sky bridges right in the middle of the map. Usually we don't see sky bridges in the middle. Those are usually for archer towers or to connect to the side islands.
Yes, I believe
VH doing dual bridging right there.
this is most likely just going to be an archer tower, I believe, Nada. I don't think they'll actually push with this because that's usually biting people in the tail whenever they lose them. Then they're a huge disadvantage all of a sudden. And also VH blocking off the water right here. They don't want to play with that. Nobody's made it to the left or the right island, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, nobody's in here yet, so there's a lot of water right there.
A lot of non-armors right at the beginning of the match, waiting for their teammates to craft some armor for them.
And also, let's just
Looks
like
the
take a look.
defenders are the first one to get the armor.
So we can see here. So alright. So LunGGlove right here. They put Escalation right here on the defense. So he's one of the defenders of LunGGlove. Maybe can we see who's the other one right here? It seems like we're having Pikmin Warrior again. One of the most respected defenders in the community, I would say. I'm a fan of what he does. He's an amazing player. Solid. He's one of those defenders who can just take like some of those 1v1 situations. He can hold his own. He's not completely helpless. But yeah, so that's the defenders Escalation and Pikmin Warrior for LunGGlove. So let's take a look as the map develops at the defenders of VH right here. So first of all, we have Grenier again, who had a rough game last match, but won. So he's obviously going to be very happy about that. Over here, we're having Shark Fusa. And yeah, setting up some nice strange defense here with the use of iron bars.
Well, iron, not only is it kind of difficult to break through, it also can't be set on fire.
I'm very interested about this because LunGGlove, they haven't gone for the left island at all. Instead, they're investing all of their energy into holding back VH here in the middle.
Obviously, LunGGlove actually, they placed a couple blocks on that floating rentstone, and they're trying to work their way onto one of the side islands.
Dude, alright, so here we begin. LunGGlove getting across, securing this island.
Look at that nice speed bridge. It looked that was by Varus trying to get across that void there. Oh, sorry, that was Jarl getting knocked out of the world by Shiny, but they making some progress. Throughout this matchup, you'll see teams building with glass, cobble, and also crafting tables, and that's because you can get flint and steel on this
LunGGlove
map.
pushing in on the right island right here. Going for it, taking back the island. So now they have control of both islands almost. There's one player on top here for VH. Seems like LunGGlove haven't paid attention to him yet. So he might actually go ahead and backstab these guys. He gave away his presence. And he's actually creating a window for his team to get back on. And yeah, they're retreating, so they take it back easy. And you could tell that the LunGGlove right there, they just tried to place some blocks, but that gets burned away right away. While there is glass in this map, you can't place it in this zone. You can only place wood and crafting tables, which means that you can easily burn down the progress of the enemy team. So very awesome.
And VH taking advantage of any wooden blocks right now.
Look at Kurt Hectic right here. Hyptastic, I think it's called. His real name. Just like put up this very nice sniper position in front of the yellow wall, taking a lot of shots, like putting in a lot of shots on the VH players. So they just can't make any progress at all. Very smart play right there.
Really, those final wall room defenses, they're literally the last line of defense to really hold off the team. The midfield is so important in this match because if you hold them off in the middle, you can hold them off at the end.
Oh, look at this. VH actually using water as a defense. Shark Fusha right here. Yeah, putting up a lot of water.
That means if someone on LunGGlove's side breaks through, that water is going to come and push them back, making it a little more difficult.
All right, guys, I get it. He's not hype. All right, I'm sorry. People just change names all the time, so it's confusing. Don't be mad at me. But yeah, so they're not using water on this defense. So I kind of like this, okay? So usually, guys, sometimes you see defenses like the defenders that use the same defense. Sometimes they don't. And I actually like when people try to vary it up, like to create different defenses or defenses, because it's going to be very hard for the offenders of LunGGlove to really figure out how to get in on this, because like for one of them, you want to approach a defense differently depending on how it looks like. So for example here, you'll do it differently than over here. And that way, because if they first know how to get into one of the walls, it'll be a lot more easy for the other wall. Because like getting into a wool room is almost like cracking some kind of a password or code.
It is. I remember one of my favorite capture the wool defenses was back when gravel generators were possible.
Oh my
So
god.
someone made a giant gravel generator, so if anyone tried digging through, instantly replaced. It was
Oh yeah.
hilarious.
That was crazy, man. But it also lagged out the entire server, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, yeah, they didn't like that. Luckily, that was patched. Something I'm noticing on LunGGlove's side in terms of their defense, they've actually broken down part of their side here to make it easier to catch any tunnelers coming through, because um, there's only a small path to get on the side. They break the glass, alerts the defenders that, hey, someone's tunneling there. They're doing that on one side.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
See if they expand that.
But yeah, LunGGlove's actually
And
getting some
actually,
decent
VH
progress
doing the
going.
same thing.
Yeah, they're both getting some decent progress going. I want to hand it to LunGGlove. They got a bit more organized push going, whereas VH has just got a bunch of crap right here. Like look at this. This is like
Yeah.
this is like unacceptable. It's not looking good at all. But that's also
LunGGlove doing
because
this.
of the the player Kurt Hectic right here, who's not hyptastic. I'm sorry about that. He's just shooting at them continuously. Yeah, and doing a good job at holding them at bay. So not much to be said right there.
Pengy, who is Timothy 38? I don't know him. I'm
Timothy.
su- I'm surprised to see LunGGlove doing a straight bridge here instead of a sky bridge.
Yeah, you usually see sky bridges right here, but LunGGlove, they're going with a different approach. They believe they have a better idea on how to approach this. So
That
we'll see.
just
We'll
makes
see.
VH has the high ground with their own sky bridge, so they have the advantage in that situation. And also, LunGGlove's making this all out of wood. VH comes through with some flint and steel, and boom,
Oh yeah,
their
very
bridge is
nice point
gone.
right there, guys. Because on this map, guys, there's flint and steel. There's a 100% drop rate on the flint in these gravel blocks. So it's going to be.
There
Oh, and they're actually
goes scene
burning
set
it
on
right there.
fire.
Burn, baby, burn. Heat up.
Child
Like
not able to get quite close enough, and then they're placing down some glass panes.
heat up like
Just
a
as
burning flame. Burning flame, full of desire. Kisses, baby. Let the fire get higher. Some shit. Alright, but anyway, so that's a disaster right there. It's a disaster. And you can also see they're trying to secure it by placing down this glass right here. So that's
VH
pretty cool.
tunneling on the side island, surprisingly.
Way though. Let me check. So yeah, not much is happening right now, to be honest. LunGGlove tried to make this push and they're actually re-establishing right now. So that's pretty cool.
I'm not the biggest fan of LunGGlove's defense on their yellow wool. It's literally just a plank wall.
it's not the
and
hardest
some
thing to
pressure
get by in
plates.
the world. But I guess it's just something
No,
quick, because Pick when he's setting something big up, you can tell. Look at this.
exactly.
And he also put this defense up right here for the guys who try if you try to like get by, because right here there's a bedrock wall. I think you can't really see it, but right behind this block right here there's a bedrock wall right here. You can't see it. I think you can see it here.
I think they're just hoping that their arrow fire is enough to push VH back.
Yeah,
As
but
soon
they're
as the
doing a
team
good job
gets
so
into a
far.
wool, yeah, as soon as a team gets into a wool room, the first thing they'll do is bring back those enchanted bows for their defenders. Gives them a really nice advantage.
No tunneler so far, and as I speak, there's actually a tunneler right here for VH. Let me see. He dug underneath LunGGlove's island, but he's not really doing much with it. He could perhaps get some kills if he's smart. He got a lot of armor on him, and 3 flint and steels. Oh my god. Oh, and VH is actually pushing in on LunGGlove, looking to take them out. There's 4 players right here. I don't think they can do it, but they have a very nice crossfire going, sort of speaking, where they can actually hit them from multiple angles at the same time. And this is going to bring LunGGlove down. Yes, nice job right there. Dio's getting a double.
VH holding back. They know it's at Low hearts doing.
Oh, Shiny really playing
Oh,
there, doing the backstep move, hiding right here.
no.
That's pretty
Nice
nice.
job by Shiny taking him out.
All right, but they
And VH
continue to
very
hold.
close to winning that battle. Yeah, hold him off. That's very important.
At the same time, though, VH is
VH has the
putting.
sky bridge onto the side island. And there they go,
Oh
dropping
my
down in the
god,
water.
that's huge. It's just gonna let them rotate so easily, and look, it's so safe because they have this glass right here. I really like the use of sky bridges for them, but this might actually bite them in the back, as I said. Bite them in the in the tail, as I said. Because if LunGGlove manages to get their own sky bridge going, as they're actually doing right now, you can tell by Monster Gator right here, they're going to siege this sky bridge and
Man,
take it.
Jarl giving no fucks. He's fighting while he's on fire, taking out Shiny Dialga there, and he's breaking up their little bridge going into the orange
Oh.
wall.
Completely destroying the progress of LunGGlove. Nice job by VH right there. And right now, but LunGGlove is actually in the lead by proximity, guys, because this is an important point, okay? If you are not, what's it called? If nobody's made it into the wall, or even got to touch anything, it comes down to who can get a kill closest to the wall, okay? And so far, VH, LunGGlove, they've killed a player closer to the enemy team's wall room than the other, than VH have to them. So they're in the lead because of that. But that might change very soon because VH are actually pressuring on both sides right now. Look at this dual offense that they got going for them. Really splitting, but it's splitting them thin. You have to consider that when you're doing dual offense, you're really you're opening yourself up to attacks, counter attacks, because yeah.
But it also pushes LunGGlove to have to split up as well. And LunGGlove is definitely
But
better as a
but
team rather than individually.
but it's still easier for them to like get around because you can shoot both
Yes.
islands from like the middle. For example, if you stand, you're right here now. If you stand right here, right, you can like hit over there, and you can hit over to the left and to the right at the same time from here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Which is why we see most teams kind of just push one side, get into the wall, and go straight from that wall into the other wall room.
Nobody's actually tried to tunnel yet because there's another option, guys. You can actually get underneath and then tunnel into the enemy team's defense. But yet again, it's very hard with all this bedrock, as you can see. You actually have to push up right here and then run for it.
It is there are so many ways to get into the wall room, and VH is kind of pushing it from all sides. They've got sky bridges on the mainland, on the side islands, and I'm sure we'll see tunnelers soon enough. LunGGlove doing a group 4-person push on the side, trying to take out VH.
Oh yeah, I think they're actually having a lot of luck with that. It seems that they are a lot more than they are. But behind all of this, it seems like VH is pushing as well. But they're having people assigned to deal with that, which is pretty cool. A guy making Yaris right here, getting a bit far, but gets taken out though.
Bastakvi made it right up to LunGGlove's spawn. So VH definitely have the opportunities to make a good push. It's all about the timing, though.
It seems like this is a very fancy defense by Shark Fusha here, because look at him. Like, look at this. You can actually just get by here in the middle if you make a bridge right there, but I'm not too sure about that. It's kind of fancy, I would say. It kind of prevents, I guess, sky bridges from getting in and such.
Right.
Yeah, it's fancy. I've really never seen anything like this before. But we'll see if it works later in the game. There's still 30 minutes left of this game, guys. It's nowhere near decided yet. But LunGGlove, they are in the lead by proximity so far.
Keep seeing VH pushing the sky bridge, making it smartly out of glass so it doesn't burn up.
Yes, yeah. VH playing this smart. Also, just by putting this water source down here, so they can just easily run up here. They don't have to climb across these sides, which is very dangerous because you can get shut down as you run over. They can just run up these bridges right here, very fast. I mean, run up these staircases really fast and then jump down here, and you're good. But so a bit of a neutral situation right now, where nobody's really making that big push that you would expect on this map. Taking it slow, VH still getting a lot of progress going with this crafting table wall. And you have to remember though, guys, okay? You have to remember that crafting tables, they cannot burn. So, that's what's going for them at the moment.
We'll be seeing a big team push by some team sooner than later. LunGGlove looks like they're just trying to gain territory right now. They're definitely just trying to push those side islands.
Oh, look at this. Putting up a lot of blocks right here, trying to push in, but they're taking a lot of arrow fire Because look at this, all of these sky bridges, they can shoot from up here, they can shoot from over here, and they can shoot from here, and and that makes it so hard for the LunGGlove members to get anything going for them. But it seems like I think they're actually pushing over now. Glove is at least trying to play some blocks. He's not making a call because they're not following him so far. We could try to jump into LunGGlove's mumble yet again and hear what they actually what they're trying to do with these sky bridges, because they're currently and very clearly at a back foot. So let's try to jump into LunGGlove mumble.
We gotta push this. They're gonna
He's
get that
dead.
bridge up.
One of them's dead on right.
Let's go.
We're gonna get.
They're just waiting for us. Holy shit, it's one.
I'm over. I'm gonna get on their staircase.
I died.
Let's get up on this roof and kill these guys.
I'm on their side. Hurry up. I'm gonna start breaking their things.
Try to push try to avoid fight and just go for the wall to see if you can get him.
Where are you guys? Kill.
Trick, come on.
I'm on their staircase. Come on. Where are you guys?
I'm underneath them right now.
Not really helping.
So yeah, we're currently inside Shiny right here, who tries to come up, attacking right now.
I'm here with you.
But he's being overpowered because there's
Where
two
are
of
you
them.
guys on left? Kill
And
these
now-
guys on their roof.
And that was just Shiny talking right
Easy
there, complaining that
Right
there's
here,
nobody around
sorry.
him.
Come on, BB.
I'm breaking their staircase.
I'm low.
It's fine.
Trick.
I got him.
You got him.
I killed him.
Take that. No, take the.
Yo, Omar, the turkey is not really concerned right now. Let's just focus on pushing.
It kinda is gonna get into our wall.
It's not like half the way. Destroy it.
Yo, somebody help me with Joe.
Yeah, there's another guy.
I'm with my hearts.
Watch out! Watch out!
Nah,
Above you,
I'm dead.
behind you, Eb.
You're not.
Nice.
As
Oh,
are
push
you
up,
on
push
front
up.
lines, or
Make
can
sure
you
you
just
don't get back.
can you just okay? Let me know when you're
Here.
available after we
Okay,
have
good.
control.
Trick, you think you can hold this on your arm for a bit? Alright,
Fine.
what do you want anyway?
They're pushing
Can
back.
you make a little fence
Sorry,
wall right
get back
there,
on
just to
right.
cut
They're
off
pushing
any
back,
rushes?
guys.
Here?
Get back.
Yeah, just cross there. Thanks.
I shouldn't want some roof.
Is there still redstone on left?
I don't know.
If you don't know, it's fine. Alright, they're on the ground. Let's push these guys. Hype, ready? Let's get this guy.
There's the guy.
Here we go.
Shiny. Oh, what?
Oh my goodness, 3 of them on right.
Ah, they got it.
I'm still here.
Please get armor when you're there.
They're all
Not when you're there.
switching.
So yeah, guys, that was LunGGlove we just listened to right there, and you could tell that they are not, like, the moral at least is not very high for them. Really getting taken out. Whatever they try, it just gets punished. So yeah, hey, not again. I just said that. Right now we're just seeing how they're kind of crumbling. Like the morale is not that high. They're not sounding very cheerful. They sound very giving up, sort of speaking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially Shiny right now, getting taken out in that fight towards the end. They really want to take this island back, but there's just nothing they can really do. These sky bridges right here from VH, they're holding them very well, doing a good job with them.
And those sky bridges really allow access to kind of anywhere on the map. You can go to the middle, you can go to the side islands, and VH taking advantage of that. LunGGlove knows where VH members are when we were listening in, but in terms of trying to figure out how to react, they're not really coming up with the best of strategies. Because right now they really have not secured. They only really have one secure bridge over onto the one side island. The other side, it's still kind of up in the air, and it's very difficult for them to really get to VH's side. I think maybe the best thing that they can do is push themselves, which means VH players need to fall back from the midfield and kind of chase them down. But LunGGlove definitely needs to put them on the defense. They can't just keep responding to where VH players are. By pushing, you force VH to fall back.
Yeah. And also Pigman right here, he has to work on some kind of defense very soon, because it won't be long before VH have finally finalized this bridge. You can see it's getting worked on constantly. Every second they're placing blocks, just getting closer. That was Facebook, I have to close.
Yeah, we got, I don't know how to say his name. Hereton. Anyways, he's doing the main skybridge push on the left side, reinforcing that with crafting tables, of course, and he's getting fairly close right now. Not the prettiest of sky bridges, but doing a good job. And I think we might see a group push by VH on multiple fronts. They, of course,
Yeah.
have stairs leading up to their sky bridge, so they can respond to any situation lickety split. LunGGlove on the sky bridge, Shiny being taken out.
Yeah, both teams are like really passive, I think, in their gameplay. None of them are really like trying to put it on the board and risk it by rushing or something like that. They're all playing it very calm, very collected, and
I mean,
playing it safe. Because honestly, like none of them want to give up this game. Obviously, they're fighting for the trophy, for the Dickiness ranks, and so on. So there is a lot on the stake. So guys, that's one thing that at least got going. For, that's one thing that's that's going for LunGGlove at the moment. The fact that like VH are not pushing them completely in, and it kind of gives LunGGlove some kind of a breathe room to take back some of the side islands, I believe.
I mean, it's all a numbers game. It's all about how many players you have on the field to respond as best you can to the teams that are pushing.
Exactly. It really comes down to how you like split your forces and such. And so far, VH just been doing a better job at that. But especially because of these sky bridges that just lets them, get around the map so easily compared to LunGGlove.
Actually, it looks like Parsheth on LunGGlove, he's blocking up the sky bridge. VH left that unattended,
He's trying something.
and now it looks like LunGGlove is taking it over. I'm not sure if they have any water to block that.
That's
up.
huge. That's very huge, by the way.
That's
Because
so
also,
huge.
by taking the sky bridge, you're also like kind of taking back the left island. Because they connected it. And this is why people are most like nowadays not really doing these sky bridges. Because if you lose them, you are, to say it mildly, fucked. Because,
Look at how
look at this. There's no way that they're going to take this back anytime soon. And they're extending this bridge super aggressively. They're trying to get the most out of this as possible. LunGGlove right here, down to, he's 7 hearts, 5 hearts, and 10 hearts. Very nice.
Look at how well defended those wall rooms are on VH's side, though.
Yeah.
Of course, if you come in from the sky, it makes it so easy to get over.
Really pushing up right here. Oh, and Triggery doing a little water jump right there, placing water right below he falls down, but he dies. However, though, he distracts both of them, so they jump down. And what are they doing? LunGGlove is kind of giving up on the sky bridge, as VH is doing a lot of progress over here, calling back players, to hold them, because we're having Kurt Hectic right here saying, guys, I can't hold this by myself. So we should probably see some reinforcement very soon coming in, because he can't stop that forever. There's no way.
LunGGlove wasting an
Oh,
opportunity. on
VH
that
taking
sky
it back.
bridge.
What the hell is happening? So suddenly all of LunGGlove's members are gone. Triggery is getting back right away. BB is getting back as well. Trying to dodge the arrows. He's doing a very good job, but he has no armor, so he gets taken out easily. But he creates a room for BB. And on the sidelines right here, we're having LunGGlove who tries to flank them, sort of speaking. Very nice job right there. Getting both of them together. Good teamwork with the flank.
You know, something we see here on Next Gen that we don't really see too much on Spaceship House is there's a lot of sword PvP, something that on a map with lots of cannons you don't see as much, but here it's very one-on-one, it's very physical between both teams. You bow from far away, but once you're trying to take other teams out, you're really up in their face, and hacking away is a lot more. You see it a lot more here. LunGGlove making a nice speed bridge, trying to get over.
Shiny
But
right now, trying
not
to push up here, but
successful.
this is hard for him because he's playing a 2v1 at this point. But he's Triggery right there, pushing up together, and they have to be careful though. They're taking a lot of shots, which means that they're getting very low, and this is the opening for VH to save, because now they're low. Triggery right here, only a mere shot away or so. He's 5 hearts actually. I was completely overdramatizing it. But yeah, Shiny's still there though. And VH is looking to make a push. Oh, Shiny taking so many shots, falls down. He's down to 5 hearts now. But he's going to get knocked down. They say, get off my sky bridge. And Kingarus, walks down. He pushes in. He sees the opening. They're all underneath. There's only one defender right here. But Trigger, he pushes out. One guy runs into the building, blocks it up. Really cocks up the enemy team's base. Finds Monster Gadget right here. But Kingarus gets taken out. Alright.
That was a great attempt by Kingarus trying
But
to
look,
block up those
behind all
stairs.
of this, VH just doing a great job on the sky bridge because it's distracting so many of the members. Look, they're all over on this side trying to clear it up. Meanwhile,
Where is Pikmin Warrior? It looks like he's kind of looking down for tunnelers at the moment, but no one is tunneling.
he's trying to like, at least finish the defense, but they're not gonna come from here. They're gonna come from the sky bridge. He needs to get some kind of defense going here and the front line. Otherwise, LunGGlove is in a very poor position, honestly.
You gotta defend from both fronts, and LunGGlove kind of let down their guard a bit there on that regard.
And guys, remember, after this game, we'll be doing post interviews and talk about MVPs and other stuff. So stick around for that, by the way. But yeah, LunGGlove taking back the right island right here. But it's very back and forth game right now. None of them are really managing to get into each other. They're playing very defensive style, both of them, I think. Not hesitating too much. Like, I think the first we've seen so far is VH getting all the way up here. And because they got a kill inside the building, right, they got the proximity right now. VH is actually ahead in this game because of the very defensive play from both teams. And it might just be me, but I believe that VH are very soon going to get into this wool room because you can see this great progress on the crafting bench.
Yeah, it's Jarl getting very close on that crafting table staircase. And LunGGlove getting surrounded, trying to take him out. And not successful.
Oh, that's really hurting them right now. They must be very... We can try to jump back into LunGGlove and see how they're trying to deal with this.
Can we also
they
listen to VH too? Because they speak in French and English. Alright.
Everyone just push up onto their bridge.
Yeah, one ground pushing left.
And just try to break it. Yeah, left.
Never mind, he's going up to roof.
To our roof?
Yeah,
Alright.
main.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Got him.
Nice.
Still
He's
alive.
still
What the
alive.
hell?
Kurt, come with us.
Okay,
I think he's
Monster, do you want me to come with you guys too?
Yeah.
His name is Diaz, no?
No, that was Skybridge.
Okay, we have. I'll be the only one breaking it once we take control, and everyone else just stop pushing back. All right, no one like. We just get really unorganized when we push.
Alright.
One
Get
drop
ready,
like
don't
that.
take
they're
damage.
looking to
Behind
push
you.
now. They're looking to push.
Heal
Look,
up,
they're all
don't shoot 'em.
gathering up. They're healing up.
They
Shiny
have
calls
angles
it out.
everywhere. Just
They're
get
looking to make the
under
push
cover.
now. They have to take this back. If they don't get this back, it's only
Do
a
we have anyone on the left?
matter of minutes before VH
What a
is
smart
inside the
guy.
wall.
No, wait.
They
I
don't have
focus on-
anyone on left. You
Oh,
can
we,
reach.
I mean, we
There's-
didn't...
Yeah,
For
I
us,
came
they have-
there and one guy got.
They're gonna get into Pixel.
Oh, one gets
Like
shut down
really.
right there.
Let's push them.
Monster
Ready?
died. I don't know. Monster, where
I
are
fell.
you? Did you push alone?
There's
No, I
still
was
5
extending the bridge. Our bridge on right.
One down.
So we can get there and not get shut off.
They're kind of shooting us
okay.
from the right here. They're
Alright,
getting
one's
some very
dead.
nice angles.
Get ready.
Okay,
Yeah,
ready.
one-
There's a guy
Ready.
at the wall.
Ground push
Blocking
low.
himself in.
3,
Guys,
2, 1,
Right.
go.
pick your wolf.
There's ground rush.
Yeah,
Is he in?
I'm coming.
Oh no, this is
Yeah.
a
One
disaster.
guy
They're taking
behind.
so many hits, but they're trying to go in
He's
from beneath.
Pig's
Oh,
wolf.
look at the arrow fire right here from VH.
Push! We can't let
Right,
them get
punish
our
it.
wool. If they have
They
it,
can't
they should
push.
get our
They're
wool.
trying their best, but they're just running into a rain of
Oh, they never
arrows.
called out, so...
Oh god, they're splitting up though.
I got him.
No.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
let's
think they
go
might
for
actually
the
be
wool now.
taking it right here.
No,
This is looking very
we have
nice
to
for them.
break the
Break.
right bridge. That's the point.
Alright.
Oh no.
Is that still a guy on top of there?
Yeah,
Yep.
they still have guys.
There's two. There's two, actually.
Guys, that's cool.
They're gonna push back into armor. They're gonna try and kill.
They're in
We can get-
Pixel. We have to stop this. Two of them coming full armor. On right. Keep pushing. Keep
Behind
pushing.
you.
I can't. I'm not gonna kill him. I'm 1.5.
Oh
Are they low?
They're gonna get this
Got him.
back.
So hard to kill him.
What's our
Can't break into
plan? What's our
bridge.
plan?
Oh no, they have right.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
they all rotated. What's our plan? Hello?
Push left.
Monstro.
Another
Push
one.
You kind of heard it there. What's our plan? And then, what's our plan? Yeah, he didn't know. They're kind of clueless what to do right now. VH pushing out of the wool right now. John managed to get in as a lot of the LunGGlove members really tried to push in down from the bottom. And that was super hard for them because, you know, VH had just got this very nice line of fire where they could just keep shooting at them. So that was pretty big right there. And they have two guys in right now. They're about to get a third if this continues. They can't let this happen. But it's what can they do at this point? Pigman, the only line of defense really. He can't. He's playing his one-man army right now. Without his team holding these guys back, there's nothing he can do. And John is looking. He has to place a
Is he
safety
gonna
right
get
now.
shot?
He plays the safe.
Oh. Yeah,
Alright.
gets that safety wall.
Ooh, this one right there. He kind of has to place a block under it so it doesn't fall out of the world. Could have been a better one. But they are very close to getting this. And if VH is already in the lead, they're winning just by this as long as LunGGlove can't get into the enemy team's wall. But he's
VH
making the
push on
one
the
for
other
it right
side
now.
too.
Is this going to be... Oh no, there's a lot of LunGGlove members right here. Pushing out together though, there are 3 guys. It's just a two-man army right now, just killing all of them. Look at this, just the punch bows are just doing a work right here, getting knocked down. They're desperate right now. Oh, they get one out. They get one out. They get two. They get three. No, but Charles, he lives. Places the safeties. He's gonna choke some gold diamond. Yeah, golden
He
apples.
needs
Right
some help from his teammates.
He's all by himself. He almost has to push back right now.
Chomping on those gold apples. Can we see an insane solo push back?
His team is reinforcing right now. You can tell they're just running down here. He's just calling in for help. They're coming down here, but they can't. They're being cut off. LunGGlove, they've put themselves on top of this, and VH, he's just alone in this world.
Here comes the cavalry. VH dropping down.
Oh, they get one. Oh my God, it's taken out right there. Look at the kill feed right now. They're just getting so many kills.
And he's popping over his head.
Oh
freezing
no,
more
he's getting
safeties.
distracted. It was too easy for him. Too easy
Oh
for
my
John.
god.
Kesey or something. And Kingerus blocks it off. Plays some more safeties. You bad boy. Runs back with it. Nothing they can do. Gets the first wall. So LunGGlove putting them in a very, very bad spot right now. This is hard for them. They are crumbling in this at this moment. So yeah.
What a great job by
Whoa,
VH
whoa.
there. Getting
Alright.
their teammate out of the wall room.
Yeah, so if LunGGlove wants to get back into this game, not only do they have to get into the enemy team's wall, they also have to bring it back just to tie it, and even then there's proximity. This is a hard one.
I do want to just mention something because we noticed that there's very weak defense on that yellow wool, which it costed them in the end.
Yeah.
But Nick, he's in the chat, and he said the reason why there isn't any defense on the front right wool is because it was supposed to be an offensive side for them. So they shouldn't have been constantly be able to get into the wool room because they
Yeah.
should have had that side under control.
And
But with VH pushing from both sides, it proved to be very difficult to really hold them off on one side alone.
Yeah, agreed. But right now, what VH is doing is that they're just running into this worm. They're just gearing up, bringing a lot of. Yeah, we should see more golden apples in them at least. They should just bring back a lot of those supplies. Look, this guy got 2 stacks of golden apples. Bring it back to his team. Give them all golden apples and make them so much harder to play against. But look, LunGGlove, they're making this YOLO push in the middle. Just trying desperately to go for something because something needs to happen.
VH have a direct path into the wool room and to all the nice supplies in there, golden apples, the bows, the armor. And you're right, LunGGlove, they're just trying to scrounge something together at the moment, but they only have 12 minutes left.
Yeah, 12 minutes. They're really up against the time right now, guys. They have to both get into an enemy team wall, one of these 2 walls right here, and they have to bring it back. So it really comes down to what do you want to go towards. Like, do you want to approach the iron bench / crafting table / water combination, or do you just want to go for the big crafting tables, the big crafting table wall? It's like 3 crafting tables big. Like, look at this, man. Like, it's a fucking. So this is a fort. Oh, and LunGGlove getting the thing burned, and just look at Kurt right here, desperately trying to do something. That's unfortunate.
I'm just hoping LunGGlove, I'm not sure where they should focus their attention. They were pushing that middle to get on top of the iron and the spawn there. I'm not sure how effective it is at the moment, but it might be their best option right now.
Yeah, this is hard on them right now.
But VH doing such a great job holding them off. We'll
Yeah,
definitely
it's
see them
just like
keep pushing.
LunGGlove. They get the team together. They get the pushes going. They have the communication on the spot. But it's like they get together. They push, but they don't get anything else from there. Like that's all what it comes down to. Like it's just VH just out PvPing them. Like they're just getting the better positions, the better trades, and yeah.
We saw how far LunGGlove was able to push their little sky bridge from the side island there.
Oh,
But
look,
for
oh,
most
look
of
at this
those
very
kind of-
fast bridge right there. Oh, he actually gets onto Monster Gato. No.
Oh, he dropped out of the world.
Killed himself.
Didn't get those blocks. But yeah, their little bridge on the side, it was totally burned up because anytime they kind of did a quick push,
That
it
was-
was all wood, and they weren't able to reinforce that. So LunGGlove just not doing a good job reinforcing.
They're obviously not playing up to the best right now, LunGGlove. This is like a shadow of the former team we know as LunGGlove. It's like they completely lost their morale. Look, a guy gets taken out from behind right here. Oh god. And look at this, with the punch bows and with the power bows. Look at this, punch and power, holding them back, and they even have golden apples. They're never gonna get past this. It's too much pressure. They get knocked so far back. Look, they're just They're just jumping one at a time, boop, 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 like a machine gun, almost. And now they're pushed all the way back. As a result, Beasta, right here, takes a double kill for himself. And Hubert, these two guys just killed 3 guys by themselves. Damn.
They're doing such a good job right now.
And look at the LunGGlove's team. They're all inside the base right now, just desperately trying to get armored up and get pushed. You see, they're just all in the base right now, trying to get something going. This is not looking good for them because they only have 10 minutes left, guys, to make something happen. This is yeah, very unfortunate for LunGGlove at this point. They really try to get something going, but it's so hard for them because they're just playing up against this better armor. Because hey, look at this, everyone on VH team, they got the diamond armor. And it's like LunGGlove, they are unable to get any kills, so they can at least try to take some of it back. They can't even get to them. Look in the kill feed also. Like, look at all these kills by VH right now. It's insane.
Yeah, LunGGlove, they need to play it smart right now. This is not a time to kind of rush through, make rash decisions. You need a concentrated team push to really just infiltrate through those wall defenses, because solo pushes, they're just not going to do it.
It's very unfortunate. They're just pushing in one by one. Not much they can do at all. And we can see it right here. Hurts Tim right here. Really trying to pressure them even more, LunGGlove. And you can actually say this is actually working for him because people are being distracted and they're forced to stop up and shoot at him because they don't want to give this up.
But they have given up, and LunGGlove, they've lost their little sky bridge onto the main wall room without anyone contesting that. VH is breaking it up. VH is just countering every single push LunGGlove is making, and they're doing a fantastic
it's
job
actually
at
insane. It's like it's just a brick wall they're running into every time. Like even if they manage to get a small hole, it's just like instantly gets shut down right away, guys. Again, it's hard. This is brutal. VH, they're playing it perfect. We have to just give it to them. It's kind of sad that, you know, LunGGlove can't really put up the better fight right now, but VH, they're playing out of their minds right now. They're just locking every aspect of the map down. Look, with these sky bridges, they just control so much of the map. Like the islands, they can just easily reinforce each other, get around. Because as you said earlier, Nalstorm, this is a numbers game, and they're just playing that game so well right now.
And they have such a direct access to all the important areas of the map. To on top of the wall rooms,
yeah,
to the,
if you look up right now, it's almost as like LunGGlove is encased in a little triangle right here. They have players over here, they have players here, and they have players here. So it's like they got some kind of a triangle going on them. So they're very being surrounded. But LunGGlove, a 3-man push onto the left island. But as you speak, they're not really getting organized too well. It's like they're not going with all of the team. It's just a few of them. And look at this.
not only is VH trying to push from their sky bridge, but they're also trying to get across from the wall room into the spawn into the next wall room.
Just
Common strategy we've seen, but they're getting bowed down by LunGGlove right now. But look at the difference between both sides here. If you look at BH's side, there's no blocks. There's barely any block spam. It's literally just the blocks at Skybridge. Whereas on LunGGlove's side, there's lots of block spam. There's lots of. They haven't been able to clean that up at all.
But that also just tells something about VH pressure right now, because the reason that LunGGlove can't get rid of those blocks is because VH it's just they have this constant pressure going on, and it's like LunGGlove's defenders and back players they just can't get anything accomplished. They're getting punished over and over again, and they just can't get themselves established. From the beginning of the game, they haven't really had anything going for them. It's hard. And look at this, all these power bows and punish bows, punishing them even more. They only have 6 minutes left. It's looking impossible, but maybe, just maybe. But one thing has to be said though about this map, a very interesting thing. Nobody has tried to tunnel yet. Not a single tunnel.
Yeah, where are the tunnelers?
There's not a single tunneler.
That is one of LunGGlove's weakness. Tunnelers and skybridge pushes, and that's what no one, not even VH has really tunneled on this map. It's too late to tunnel, honestly.
There's not been a single
long time.
There hasn't been a single one, but at least they should have tried something different, because they're just pushing
Definitely
up top, and that's not working.
Least.
And it's too late now, honestly. It's too slow now, yes, but they should have tried earlier to try to go for it. I believe. I like to believe at least. But yeah, we'll see. It's not over yet. 5 minutes left, And they're grouping up here in the middle one more time.
There is a nice middle
One,
bridge
two,
here, right
three,
across the
four, five,
void.
6. They're seeing it. They're seeing
Look
the
at
opening.
all the bow fire.
But they're not pushing at the same
LunGGlove's
time.
trying
Look,
to go for it.
they're splitting
Yeah, they're
up.
not
Like some is
pushing.
pushing, some are not. What is this? This is not how you do it, LunGGlove. You gotta push together. And look at this. Making everyone shooting at them from the same time. Also from behind, they're pushing back, they're pulling back VH, and they're getting sandwiched right now. This looks strong for them right now, but I do believe that it's just because they're getting sandwiched. And look the kill feed. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kills in a row. It's gonna be 7 because I think one just got knocked out. 7 kills right there, losing nobody. Just got sandwiched. The players from VH, they pulled back from the sky bridge, and yeah, they just got sandwiched.
Yeah, they definitely moved their players around to counter that. And that's what you got to do. LunGGlove, they did make a very smart push, but VH they're too powerful at the moment. Especially this late in the game with only 4 minutes left. But you saw how they had to react, and that's just something LunGGlove hasn't done in this matchup. They tried to push one side, and they didn't react to the multiple sides and the multiple fronts that VH was pushing.
I like how aggressive VHs are being, guys. Because remember though, like VH, right? They could just pull back and turtle, but they're still putting up like offensive pressure, and that's also kind of how they dealt with the last push, how they could sandwich them. Because look, LunGGlove, they're just running under one more time, but these guys up here, look, they're already streaming back. They're just being like, all right, we'll jump down when it's when it's needed. But for now, we're just standing up here, and when they run here, it's like almost like a trap. Like the trap gets activated. They run back from up here and they push. But this time they're trying differently. They're going for the sky bridge.
Hey, Clipson, did we tune into VH's mumble?
We can try to jump in though, but I do not believe that there's so much to talk about. Like they have to talk about much. But we could try to jump in, see what they're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Nice thing.
I don't want to die with this gear, dude. I don't want to die. I gotta back out.
Alright,
Fuck me,
just
fuck
give it to
me.
me, King.
Fuck,
give
I
it-
gotta back
give
out.
it back to me.
I'm about to die. I'm gonna have heart. I just
It's
died.
fine,
Oh
it's
shit.
Don't
Get
put
back,
that shit.
They have 2 actually.
Ok, attends, je vais les backstab sur le sky.
Oh fuck, you don't drop punch bows.
No,
God
you
damn
don't
it.
drop, so you
It's
just
fine, it's
give it to me, bro.
Ok, merde, je peux pas les backstab, ils sont...
Alright,
Alright,
guys. So
thanks.
if you don't understand some of what's being said right now, that's because this team, they're speaking English
C'est bon,
and
gars.
French at the same time.
Euh,
Multicultural
il
team
tombe
right
sur le
there.
sky. Attends, il
Half
a
of them
moins
can't
son
even
feu.
speak French, but they still try to
C'est bon,
communicate as
il
best as
a
they
besoin
can.
de punch pour le...
Ils ont 2 sur le roof.
Je veux juste...
Non, je m'en trouve, mec, reste-toi.
Ok, vas-y.
Ok, ils ont plus qu'un mec sur le sky.
Je suis derrière sur le sky, Bien joué, bien joué. Il y en a un qui grande push droite. C'est bon, je les shot.
Nice.
Je vais aller sur le côté, je vais...
Ok, c'est bon,
C'est
bon, il y a tout
le au roof.
Essayez de faire un grand push pour la droite.
Alright, but we can try to jump into the mumble room again when there's like 10 seconds left to see what they have to say when they win. If they're happy or if they're a bit chill about it. Because honestly, they haven't had the much, like there hasn't been too much of a fight put up by LunGGlove. Like I hate to say it, but they really haven't been that close to the enemy team's wall. You can also just see that, look at the proximity kills. 66 blocks and 47, that's a bit much.
That's the closest LunGGlove has gotten to those wool rooms. And yeah, VH just the dominating force in this matchup. It was so close on spaceship battles, and I was hoping for the best on this one, but this is just not Capture the Wool isn't one of LunGGlove's stronger maps.
Yeah, it seems like it, but like honestly, it's just the fact that I feel like they got outplayed on with the Skybridge and such. As you said, the numbers game, VH just had a better strategy for this, it seemed, in general. It's not like LunGGlove played so
Definitely.
standard, like they played it like the way that everyone plays it. But VH, they came out with this new thing where like they actually extended that, you know, they made, they transitioned the Skybridge into more than just a sniper tower. They actually pushed with it. And Trigger right here making a YOLO push in the end gets brutally murdered.
And you know what? VH is still pushing. They're still trying to get into that purple wool room. They're kind of hanging out around LunGGlove's spawn. They're blocking it up right now.
They're hungry, and it's also just slowing them down. You know, they can't do this.
Exactly.
Because the more time they waste, the
LunGGlove
less they have
can't
to push.
push.
This is
LunGGlove can't push with VH still pushing.
we can actually conclude the game at this point because, guys, at this very moment, it is impossible for LunGGlove to make it into the enemy team's wall and back again. It is impossible. They don't have the time. It takes more than 45 seconds to get both in and out of the wall. And VH, they're actually just trying to get into the enemy team's wall. It's kind of disgusting, but yeah. It's
And they're getting so close, too. They're getting closer now than LunGGlove have gotten the entire match, and they're just no armor rushing.
yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. We should try to jump into VH's Mumble and see what they're saying, because this game is about to end.
Dans le wall.
C'est bon, je les knock. Non, merde, je l'ai pas knock.
Oh, just un blague.
Attends, je le bute, easy.
Mais non, moi je voulais
Oh my
faire un
God,
kill, les
team.
gars, sérieux.
Just fist him, fist him.
Fist.
Ouais, GG.
On est trop féroce.
Oh, c'est pas mal. Oh, y en a un qui rush.
Look what I did on this one instead.
Super.
TV.
Attends, on a même pas fait une PvP.
I made it.
Alright, so VH just won. GG, well played, guys. And that was very nice. Very close game right there. So, we will actually be doing a post-game interview now, guys, so don't jump anywhere. We will be asking questions such as why did LunGGlove not utilize those 20 or so diamond blocks in their engine and so on. So I'll be checking my documents. They told me who can be interviewed right now. Also, I believe if we have our player right now, if we have a, what's he called? Camera badge in the chat, could he please post the MVP straw poll? And, yes, and then we can have that going.
Let's get some post-game interviews right now. Let's hear what VH and LunGGlove. Let's just hear their reactions to the match.
Yeah, but first let me see who can actually, no. Let's see who can talk. You got the document?
Yes. Who do you want to talk to, LunGGlove or VH first? At the same time? H, Jarl or Kingros, and then LunGGlove, Omar, Newly, and Kit. Did you get that? Hello, Omar.
Hello.
How are you doing? Congratulations.
Hey, Kingers. It's Omar lost.
You put up a really tough fight.
Is this like an
Did you
interview
just
or
di-
something?
We are
It is
doing-
a post-game
This is the
interview.
post-game interview, mate. We're doing it
Okay.
live. Alright. We have some questions. Do you guys have time to answer them, or should I find someone else?
I'm sorry, I don't speak English, sorry.
Okay, then.
Lo siento.
Oh my god, mate.
So joining Eclipson and myself, we've got Kangaroos from VH and Omar Glow from LunGGlove.
Alright. First question right here goes out to you, Omar. So, what the hell happened with those 18 diamond blocks in your engines? You kept pushing with iron on the SSB map. You did these huge pushes, but you had so much iron and you never utilized it. What happened there?
I don't know. I guess we called someone to get mine diamonds and the fuse front diamonds, but I guess he never just figured out that they were there. We found out like we didn't even know. I saw front diamonds that were still there, and I was gonna use them, but then we just kept calling people on Skybridge, and it was getting really hectic.
There's just a bit of team miscommunication there.
Yeah.
Hey Shiny, welcome.
Hey, the GG.
GG. Those are some great
Nick
maps.
Wex threw that game. He was gonna get our diamonds, and he didn't get any of
yeah.
them. So.
But you should drag Jarl as well.
That's kind of
You guys
unfortunate with
kidding.
those diamonds right there. I feel like you really had that. Like, it's like, you know, King Rush, you really had the monuments in the beginning, but then it's like you got pressured so hard that you couldn't do anything from there. And
Yeah,
I feel like
we had a lot of
LunGGlove
problems
like
with
pretty
that
much had it.
Skybridge.
We were talking about like, dude, this is almost in the bag for LunGGlove at this point. They just got this amazing front, like amazing, job going with the cannons, pressuring you guys constantly. The Skybridge, everything. It was just hard for you guys to do anything. But it's like they just never pushed with the diamonds that they had, that punished them in the end, unfortunately. Yeah, let me see here. We have some straw polls, but I do believe. Let me see. Oh damn.
If you folks in the chat have any questions, go ahead and type them, and we can ask them to VH and LunGGlove right now.
Yeah. Also, so Kingerus. I don't know what map did you guys ban?
We vetoed Cake Wars.
Cake Wars. What was the reason behind that? I wonder though, because Cake Wars is such a.
Well, we've never really scrimmed it, and I think it's more of like a coin flip map. It's
That's why we
like, it
vetoed
can
it
go
too.
either way.
Oh, you videos it too. But like that's a very good question here, because you guys actually told us Shiny, that you don't like next gen. So, how come it be that you actually played it? You decided to pick it, or not veto it?
We know their choice. We were gonna try to do the boat strat, but my teammates couldn't get a bridge up. So
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that was
kinda
our second veto next gen as well. We didn't really
Yeah.
want to play it. Because we
I was about to
basically-
get that boat thing, and like I said,
Yeah, what was the
no
boat
bridge.
strat? Not
You
really.
haven't seen a boat strat ever?
No.
Come on, LunGGlove server then.
Okay.
Everyone to LunGGlove server.
Yeah, it was the skill on the take off the whitelist.
No, yeah, I saw the boat.
Yeah, hold
and I
on.
was like, what the fuck is that guy doing? Oh, sorry.
LunGGlove, guys, it should be on the
Whitelist
right.
off in 3, 2. Oh, okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Have LunGGlove. They should be here
Just-
somewhere. Right? Yeah, they're here, guys. Everyone can join the server,
Alright.
guys, if you want to come check it
Alright.
out. Check out
Yeah,
the,
come
the
on.
strategy. Yeah, come on.
The boat strategy on
Alright.
next gen.
This is a pretty simple strat, actually. So,
Is
it
it a way
involves
to get
both.
around the?
Do you place it on the
bedrock
redstone?
walls?
Yeah, you place it on the redstone. Like,
Oh,
watch
okay,
this.
that makes sense.
So,
Ah.
I'm gonna craft like a hot bar full of boats. Except for one. One has to be blocks, because unless you are extremely skilled with placing those boats in the right spot, you're not gonna get it.
So, Kingerus, we also checked, as Shiny does this. We also
So my
like checked out your
teammates, if they did
communication
this
right,
properly,
Kingerus.
they would have done
and-
that.
Yeah, okay.
And
But
they could have got
Kingerus,
over
like we
from
really
there.
wanted, like, you know, your communication, you know, the French, English. Did it never get in your way, like that you didn't really like, you know, speak the same language?
I think, well, for the most part, everyone could speak French on the team, like, reasonably well, except for Oxtine. But I don't think that really held us back at all. I think, well, the communication was still kind of sketchy, but it worked.
Alright, so what you do is you pretty much just place boats on redstone. You can do it, like I'll show you. You can place boats on there. And
Like
if
that?
you time it right,
What?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's.
My-
Yeah, I
mi-
made sure to
Minecraft
remove that
physics.
immediately when I saw someone like doing some
Minecraft
crazy stuff.
that was
physics.
actually pretty bad block placement at the end, but you can get in the wool soon. I actually almost did this in one of our games. We were losing though, and it probably wouldn't have made a difference if I got in. And my hotbar was messed up. Like, I wasn't expecting to use this strat because I thought everybody knew about it, but they
It
didn't.
just seems to be
So-
you're very vulnerable to bowfire when you're using that.
Anyway,
You
though.
are, but it's really hard because your opponents don't know what the heck you're doing unless they know how to counter
Alright,
it.
so anyway, guys, the tournament is over. This is it for Defenders Age of Ares. Thank you for tuning in. This is team-based Minecraft PvP. Let me put on my glasses. You can head on us.oc.tc to play yourself or EU.oc.tc. Make your own team, participate in our tournaments, win awesome prizes, and a lot more to come. I think we might actually